Okay, so if we have to do a question like the following, write the following, write why does nothing want to work? Okay guys, so we're going to write x squared minus 5x plus 3 in vertex form, okay? So remember, if you see something like this, now the signs might be changed here, but it's still vertex form, okay? So the first thing we do is we start off exactly as before, okay? Which was, we write down x squared, we got minus 5x, and what did we do previously? What's our next step?
5 over 2 squared.
Yep, 5 over 2 squared, but don't forget in.
Oh yeah, I have to put my
Positive, yep, and then so you add it on, and you subtract it off, good. And then I've got my plus 3 in the end, okay? So nothing has changed so far, correct?
Yeah.
The first 3 terms are going to go down to, what's going to go here?
X.
And what's going to go,
5 over 2.
okay, we got a 5 over 2. Now, this is where we need to be careful because we have got, yeah, because we've got a negative. Let's get rid of that. So I'm just going to circle our, does that even look like a different color? No. Let's use red. Because we've got a negative here, we have to have a negative sign in here, okay? But everything else just stays the same. So I've got minus. This is kind of what's 5 squared over 2 squared. Yep, good. 25 over 4 plus 3. And then we can put that into our calculator, the negative 25 over 4 plus 3. What does that give us?
Negative 3 and a quarter.
Negative 3 and a quarter.
Yeah.
And what is that as an improper fraction?
Ooh, I know. Okay. Wait another sec. Okay, I lost it.
What is it? Negative 13 over 4, right, good. Okay, so the only thing that changes is what? The negative part here, okay? So the negative 5x, if it's a negative in front of the x's, that means we have to change, make sure that this is a negative in here, okay? And again, we can check this. How can we check it? How would you go about checking this? Talk to me.
Sorry.
How would you go about checking that this is correct? Yeah, I would expand it and see. So I've got x minus 5 over 2 multiplied by x minus 5 over 2. I've got my minus 13 over 4. Let's do this together. What's x times x? What's minus 5 over 2 times x? Minus 5 over 2x. What's x times minus 5 over 2? And what is minus 5 over 2 times minus 5 over 2? Positive. Is that everyone listening? So we've got 5 over 2 times 5 over 2.
Yeah, right.
No?
25 over
25 over 4. Remember, you multiply the tops, multiply the bottoms. And Liam, why is it positive?
Because it's a negative multiplied by a negative.
Right, because it's a negative multiplied by a negative. And again, you can just put that into your calculator as well, okay? You don't need to do these in your head. Then we've got subtract, our 13 over 4. Right, what is negative 5 over 2x? Take away 5 over 2x.
0. No, it isn't. It's negative, so it's negative 10 over 4.
Put it in your calculator. You've got calculators sitting in front of you. How many times? Come on, use your calculator. Grayson, have you got it? Why aren't you doing it? Damon?
Oh, wait. No, it's a mixed number. Yeah.
So you've got negative 5x. Did you put it in, Damon?
Yeah, I did it.
You sure?
Yeah, I just have to convert it.
Okay, and then we've got 25 over 4, take away 13 over 4. Do that for me. I want your answer, Damon. Alright, so we get plus 3. And we can see that this is the equation that we started out with, okay? So we must have done it correctly. So remember, if you've got a negative x, the only thing that changes is we have a negative in the bracket, okay? So negative x, negative in bracket. Negative x, that means we have a negative in bracket. Get that written if you don't have it. Okay. Now you're going to do some of these for me. Okay, we all ready?
Yep.
Is you're going to have a go at the following for me. These questions. Okay, now I was going to print this out, but the printer upstairs is not working, but I will get you a copy of it. So it's exactly the same type of thing. Now look, for this first one, we have got x squared plus 8x. We have got no other number afterwards, okay, which is what we used to have, okay, but that is not a big deal, okay, we go about it exactly the same way. So we've got x squared plus 8x. What do we do next? Alright, plus half of 8, which is 4. We square it, we take it off, then this becomes somebody else. What goes in here? Oh, somebody else?
X plus 4.
X plus 4. And then I've got...
Minus
what is
4 squared.
And what's 4 squared?
16.
16. Okay, so there I've done the first one for you. Okay?
Yes. Just say 8.
Right, so have a go at those. Okay, they get more difficult. When you get down to here, just stop, okay? Do not have a go at the D ones, okay? Because they're slightly different.